Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoyed this video. But first of all, we need to talk about RabbitMQ. What is RabbitMQ? So, it's a message queuing software also known as message broker. Simply said, it is software where queues are defined to which application connect in order to transfer a message or messages. Here you have an example. You need to have always a producer that will publish a message. This message will arrive to the broker. In this case, we have RabbitMQ right here. And then there are a consumer that will subscribe to the broker and get all the messages from the producer. So in today's video, we are going to mount an image, a Docker image from RabbitMQ, and we are going to set a producer and a consumer in Node.js, and we are going to check what is the administrator portal that has RabbitMQ. I hope you enjoyed this video, and let's go. So the first thing you need to do is to run the Docker image. As you can see, I have this port. This port is for the manager, only the manager admin. And the second port is for the broker, the MQTT broker that has RabbitMQ. We need to assign a name, in this case is RabbitMQ. And then we need to say which image we need. So in this case, we are using the RabbitMQ tree management that has all the UI that we need. As you can see, I haven't the image in my local, so Docker is pulling the image into my computer. Right now it's running. As you can see, it's running RabbitMQ tree management. And you can see right here, as you can see, the three plugins we need to run it, and the memory usage is not high. Here we have the URL for the management, and the second one is the broker. Here is the manager UI. The username and password is guess. Here we can see the connections, the channels, the queues that we will create. Admin is for all the users that we want to add. In this case, I will add my username with the same password as the username, and I will have the tag of administrator. There are a lot of tags. You can choose one as you want. So we click add user. First of all, we don't have access to anything, so we need to set the permissions. The virtual host is only /, and right now we have the permissions. So I will erase or delete the guest user. So I delete it. Okay, the login is now failing because I don't have username and password. Okay, I'm logged in with my username and my password. Right now you can see that we don't have connection, so let's create a Node.js application. So with npm init we can create the package JSON that we need. RabbitMQ. The entry point, we will set the producer. Okay, it's me. Okay. As you can see, we have the package JSON right now, RabbitMQ, RabbitMessageQ with Docker. So now we need to install the package that we need to connect to the RabbitMQ. In this case, we are using a MQ plib, and yeah, that's all. We installed it. As you can see, it's right there. Now we need to create the producer. We need to import the library. Okay. Then we need to call the function that we are going to create. It needs to be async because we are calling to async functions. So we set the function async, and then we need to put a try catch. Okay, try catch error. We need to print the error if there is an error. Then we need to create the connection. Okay, so we call the library. We need to set it a way to wait the response from this connection. And there we can put a URL, or we can set settings to the connection to RabbitMQ. So in this case, I'm using the settings. First of all, we need the protocol that we are using. In this case is AMQP. Then we need the host name. In this case, we are in localhost, so it's localhost. We need the port. As you remember, this is the port, the broker port. You can see it in Docker, so it's right there. We need the username. It is enjoyable programming. We set it in the manager portal. Enjoyable programming. And the password is the same. I set the password same, so yeah. Okay, bhost. This one we set the permissions in the manager, in the admin portal. As you can see, I can access to the virtual host. This is the user, and this is the virtual host that I can access. Then we need the auth mechanism. This is only to know how we are going to authenticate. Okay, in this case is plain external and AMQ plain. That's all. We have the settings to start the connection. So we pass into the function. Then, okay, we need to console log that the connection is done. Connection created. And let's run it in debug mode. Okay, breakpoint. As you can see, I reached the breakpoint. So let's see what happened in connections. Okay, yeah. So right now the connection exists. Voila, the connection is right there. So we are connected. If I change the password, you can see that the connection will not log in. Let's run another step. Okay, we got to the catch method, and it's because my password is not okay. As you can see, the connection is not established. So let's remove the S. Oop. So now we need to create the channel. So let's create the channel. Okay, connection, create channel. We don't need to pass anything. And let's console log. Then we need to create the queue that we are using, that we will use. So we will create the queue with the channel. In this case, we are using this method. Assert queue will check if the queue exists. If it doesn't exist, it will create the queue. So we need to set a name. Okay, const queue employees. So we have the name of our queue. Let's try this to know how it works. Okay, let's put some breakpoints right here. Yeah. Oh. Okay, there are no connections right now. Let's change this to okay. So a step. And voila, the connections is right there. Perfect. Okay, we can see it is a connection created. Then we need to check the channel. Step. Okay, and voila, we have right here our channel. Okay, as you can see, it's a channel created by me. And then the queue. Voila, there are 0 counts consumers, 0 message count, and the queue is employees. We can see right here all the channel stuff, all the channel information, all the connection information too. So let's go. Okay, that is the queue. We have no message right now, so there are no message. Here is the channels and connections. So let's stop this. Okay, we have the queues right here. Let's create some message for so let's set an username, okay, an array, a user and an enterprise. Okay, enjoyable programming. Let's set a differential of the others. Okay, enterprise YouTube. Okay, let's set another one to Facebook. what that. Okay. Let's home. Okay, I need to make a little changes to see the message changing. Okay, so then we need to make a for loop to get all this message into the queue. So message in messages. Then we need to use the channel to send to the queue. So we need to put right here in which queue we are going to send the message. And then we have we need to send a buffer. So in this case, I will create a buffer from the okay, from this. We need to stringify the JSON to have a string, because if we didn't send a string, it will get an error. So okay, right there we are sending the message. Then let's console log something. Message sent. And that's all. Let's try it. Okay, right now we don't have any messages. Let's run it. Voila, we have sent 4 messages. You can see there are 4 messages ready and 4 total. Okay, let's send another 4. Oh, right there, 8 messages. You can see it's too easy to send messages. Right now we need to receive them. So consumer.js. The code is the same, just with a little bit of changes. The settings are the same. We don't need the messages because we are receiving messages, nor sending. And we don't need the for. So right here we need to call our function to get the messages. First of all, we need to set a message waiting for messages from enterprise. Okay, we need to set an enterprise. Okay. So right now we need to call with channel that consume the queue that we are consuming the messages. Okay, and then a callback message function. Okay, let's parse the message because we receive it in buffer mode. So let's set an employee variable and let's parse it. Okay, we convert first from buffer to string and then we parse it to JSON. Let's print it. Okay, the employee name is the tag that I put right there. Let's log it. And yeah, let's That's it. It's all. This is the code to receive the messages. So, okay, there are 8 messages. As you can see, the messages are right there. Oh, voila, there are the messages. We have 8 messages. We receive the messages from the queue. But as you can see, we have 8 messages. That is okay. We have 8 messages. Oops. We have 8 messages right here. We didn't delete it from the queue, so let's produce another ones. As you can see, we receive four more. And if I call again, I have all the messages right there. So if you can use message queue like a message queue that saves all the messages, but that is not the way that we need to use the message queue. So we need to erase some of the messages. So right now I'm searching the enterprise of the employee, and then with that I will use this function to erase the message from the queue. So yeah, as you can see, we have 12 messages. Right now I'm searching the messages that has an enterprise YouTube, and let's say that we are deleting the messages from the queue. Okay, let's try this. No, let's set that else. Okay, if there is not my enterprise, I don't need to erase it. That's all. Let's try it. We have 12 messages. Let's run it. Voila! So first of all, we receive the first message from YouTube. My enterprise is YouTube, so I'm going to delete it. As you remember, this is the line, and my enterprise is YouTube. So all the messages that has YouTube, I will erase it from the queue. So as you can see, we have only 6 messages left that are the Facebook ones. So let's run again. So as you can see, we have only the 6 messages from Facebook. Let's change my enterprise, Facebook. Okay, run again. And voila! We have deleted all the messages from the queue. As you can see, we have 0 messages. So what else? I will make another consumer. I will make a consumer 1, and let's set another queue for this one. Clients, users, not clients. Facebook. So we have now the consumer 1 and the consumer 0. Let's create another queue, a new queue, that it will be clients. Okay, we are going to send the same messages for the 2 queues. let's set the new queue right here. Okay, and we need to change the queue into right here. And it's ready. So first of all, we are sending with this 4 into the first one and the other 4 into the other queue. So let's execute. Oh, I have, oh, okay, it's constant. Yeah, I can change that value. Okay. Oh, I have another error. Okay, yeah, I'm declaring the variable on top, the constant. So, yeah, where is the constant? Okay, right there, yeah. That's all. So right now we have 4 messages. As you can see, we have 2 queues. In the employees queue, we have 4 messages. And let's run again the producer. Okay, we have 8 messages in the employees and 4 in the clients. Okay, you can see it right there. 4, 8. Let's consume it. Voila, we have deleted the message from queue. And let's execute the other one. Okay, here we have only 4 messages, and this one have 8 messages. Let's consume again. Okay, we can see it is only the Facebook ones that is left, and in the other queue we have only the YouTube ones. As you can see, 2 message and 4 message. Right now I'm going to comment this code to erase all the messages from the queues. Okay, I commented. Let's run this again. Okay, I erased the 2 left and I erased the other 4. So right now we have 0 in the 2 queues. And yeah, let's run the producer to see it live. Okay, let's clear the thing. We are waiting for message from YouTube and we are waiting for message from Facebook. So let's run it. And voila, you can see the 2 queues working. The first consumer and the second consumer. Let's produce more messages. Okay, we have 4 in clients. Hey, okay, right there. We have, okay, these are metrics. We can have metrics about all the messages that we have published into the queue. So as you can see, we can change the shapes and all the stuff, the sizes of the charts. We can set in 10 minutes or last minute to get all the information that we need. We can change the chart to values. Okay. There is a lot of things that we can have right now with this manager view. As you can see, I can change all that stuff too. Okay, right here we can see the consumers. Right now we don't have consumers, so let's create a consumer. Okay, refresh it. We need to refresh. Okay, let's create another one. Okay, and hey, refresh. Oh, here we have one channel that is consuming that. Okay, we can publish right here a message. Let's publish one. Let's copy one of these. So let's paste right here and let's change something. Okay, from admin manager portal. Okay, publish message, message published. As you can see, we received one message from manager, so we can send message from the manager portal. Let's send another one, and oh, it's right there. So this portal has a lot of things. You can see all the users, all the exchanges. This is the protocol that we are using, so let's change a little bit this view. Let's make larger. We can see a lot of things right here. We can publish another message. We can see the channels. We have right now 3 channels open. As you remember, we have the three codes running: the producer, the consumer, and consumer. So that's why we have 3 channels. We have 3 connections too, with 1 channel each one. We can see an overview of all the information that we want. We have 3 connections, 3 channels, 7 exchanges, 2 queues, 2 consumers. We can see a lot of statistics right here. We can modify to see better. Okay, let's log out. Let's check it in Docker. Okay, let's close. Let's check in Docker. Okay, I think this is the way to delete it. I don't remember. Excuse me for that. No. Okay. Stop the container. Okay. I'm going to stop it or delete it from the manager view. So let's go. That's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed a lot. If you like the video, please follow me or like the video. If you don't like the topic that I'm talking, please comment it in the comments, or comment the topic that you want to know about it. Maybe the next topic that I will make a tutorial is your topic, so please comment it. Have a great day and see you soon. Bye bye.